When you think of Vikings, what comes to mind? You probably picture fierce warriors in horned helmets ready for battle and conquest. But that's just a myth, literally. The horned helmet is a theatrical invention, a romanticized image far removed from reality. The real Vikings were far more than raiders. They were a complex society with diverse skills and ambitions. They were explorers, charting new territories and navigating treacherous seas, traders, exchanging goods and ideas across vast distances, lawmakers, establishing systems of governance and justice, and builders, constructing impressive ships, homes, and fortifications. Their story is not just one of violence, of pillaging and warfare, but of innovation and adventure, of ingenuity and a relentless pursuit of the new and unknown. Vikings connected distant cultures through vast trade networks, facilitating the exchange of goods, technologies, and cultural practices. They expanded their reach far and wide and left a mark on history that shaped the world we know today, influencing language, culture, and politics. To see them only as savage raiders, as bloodthirsty barbarians, is to miss their true legacy, to ignore the depth and complexity of their civilization. Let's look beyond the stereotypes, beyond the horned helmets and the tales of brutality, and journey back to Scandinavia to discover who the Vikings really were, to understand their motivations and appreciate their achievements. They were driven by a spirit of adventure, a thirst for exploration, and a desire to push the boundaries of the known world. They were farmers seeking new land, fertile grounds to cultivate and sustain their communities, traders searching for markets, eager to exchange goods and establish profitable trade routes, and explorers hungry for the unknown, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to map the unmapped. Their age was one of movement and expansion, a period of intense exploration, migration, and cultural exchange, forever altering the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. From North America to Baghdad, from the icy shores of Greenland to the bustling markets of the Middle East, their influence was felt across continents, shaping the political, economic, and cultural landscape. The Vikings were a force of change, not just destruction, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and cultural exchange. They were complex, contradictory, and utterly compelling, a people of both fierce warriors and skilled artisans. Prepare to meet the real Vikings, to encounter a civilization far richer and more nuanced than the popular image suggests, not as villains, but as pioneers who changed the world, leaving behind a lasting impact on history. Their saga is one of courage, curiosity, and achievement, a testament to the human spirit's capacity for exploration and innovation. Let's cast aside the simple stories and uncover the truth, to delve into the fascinating world of the Vikings and discover their true legacy. This is the real story of the Vikings, a story of exploration, trade, innovation, and cultural exchange. History often credits Christopher Columbus with discovering America, but the story goes back much further. Long before Columbus, Leif Erikson and his intrepid Norse crew reached the shores of North America, marking a pivotal moment in history. This remarkable feat occurred nearly 500 years earlier, a testament to their seafaring prowess and adventurous spirit. Guided by ancient stories passed down through generations and the celestial map of the stars above, they bravely sailed into the vast unknown, facing treacherous seas and unpredictable weather. Their journey culminated in a landing in a place they christened Vinland, what we know today as modern-day Newfoundland, a rugged and beautiful part of Canada. Over time, archaeologists have meticulously excavated and unearthed the tangible remains of their settlement, most notably at Longship Meadows, a site of immense historical significance. These discoveries serve as compelling evidence, proving the saga's true and validating the Norse presence in North America. The Vikings' remarkable journey westward began with the establishment of settlements in Iceland followed by Greenland, before they ultimately reached the shores of the Americas, expanding their world. These resilient Norse communities managed to survive and thrive in harsh and unforgiving lands, through farming, hunting, and engaging in trade with other settlements. Their relentless exploration was driven by a deep-seated curiosity and an unwavering resilience, and it wasn't solely motivated by conquest and domination. They were, without a doubt, master navigators, skillfully reading the subtle cues of the waves and the prevailing winds, enabling them to successfully cross vast and treacherous oceans. Their epic journey to North America stands as the crowning achievement of their adventurous ambition and seafaring expertise. The Vikings were far more than just raiders and pillagers. They hold the distinction of being the first Europeans to establish a lasting settlement in the New World. Their enduring spirit of exploration irrevocably pushed the boundaries of the known world, leaving an indelible mark on history. This is the essence of the true Viking spirit, a spirit that is bold, endlessly curious, and utterly relentless in its pursuit of the unknown. Vikings weren't just warriors, they were global traders. Their trade routes stretched from Scandinavia to the Islamic world, connecting distant cultures. Archaeologists have found Islamic silver coins in Sweden, proof of this vast network. Vikings traded furs, amber, and even slaves for silver, silk, and glassware. Trading towns like Hedeby, Birka, and Jorvik became multicultural hubs. These towns were centers of commerce where Norse, Anglo-Saxons, and Arabs mingled. Viking trade brought wealth and new ideas to Scandinavia, fueling further expansion. They helped weave the early medieval world into a single tapestry of commerce and culture. The Vikings' power rested on one thing: the longship. This revolutionary vessel could cross oceans and sail up rivers, making surprise attacks possible. Its clinker-built hull was strong yet flexible, perfect for both open seas and shallow waters. Powered by sail and oars, the longship was fast, versatile, and unmatched in its day. It allowed Vikings to strike anywhere, changing the map of Europe. The longship's design influenced shipbuilding for centuries. It was both weapon and vehicle, projecting Viking power far and wide. The Vikings became masters of the waves, their ships carrying them to the ends of the known world. The longship was the engine of their expansion and a symbol of their ingenuity. Vikings didn't just raid coastal settlements and monasteries. Their impact extended far beyond simple acts of plunder. They settled and ruled vast territories, establishing their own societies and leaving a lasting mark on the regions they conquered. In doing so, they reshaped Europe's political landscape, leaving an indelible footprint on the continent's future. In England, the Danelaw was a significant region governed by Norse law and custom, a testament to their influence on the island. This Norse presence pushed the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms to unite against a common foe, laying the groundwork for a unified England. In Ireland, Vikings founded thriving cities like Dublin, transforming the island's urban landscape, and Waterford, establishing them as key strategic and economic hubs. These settlements quickly grew, turning them into major trade centers that connected Ireland to the wider Viking world. Norse settlers ruled the Orkney Islands, establishing a powerful earldom, and Shetland Islands for centuries, shaping their culture and leaving behind a rich archaeological legacy. They also established the Kingdom of the Isles in Scotland, a maritime power that controlled the Hebrides and parts of the mainland. Further east, Swedish Vikings, known as the Rus, ventured into Eastern Europe and founded the first East Slavic state, a pivotal moment in the region's history. This powerful state ultimately gave Russia its name, forever linking the country's identity to its Viking origins. Vikings brought with them their own sophisticated systems of law and governance, most notably, the Thing. The Thing was an early form of parliament, a democratic assembly where free men could voice their opinions and influence decision-making. Their far-reaching influence helped forge new nations and shape the identities of people across Europe, leaving a lasting legacy. They were not just destroyers who pillaged and burned, as history often portrays them. They were also creators of new orders, builders of cities, and shapers of political landscapes. The Vikings were a catalyst in the formation of modern Europe, leaving an enduring mark on its culture, politics, and identity. The Viking Age ended a millennium ago, but their legacy lives on. Their mythology, Odin, Thor, Loki, thrives in modern culture, from movies to comics. Everyday English words like sky, window, and knife come from Old Norse. Even our days of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, bear their names. In places like Iceland and the British Isles, Viking heritage is celebrated and remembered. Their spirit of adventure and curiosity still inspires us today. The Vikings connected cultures, sparked change, and helped shape the modern world. Their greatest legacy is daring to look beyond the horizon and changing history forever.